morning, everyone. How are you today? Full of energy? Okay. Himanshu, by the way, you have covered a lot, explaining what's the importance of cybersecurity. Sorry, my throat is not so well today. So, how many of you agree with Himanshu, and in your companies, how many of you like to have a CISO? In many companies, by the way, CISO or Chief Privacy Officer, those roles are not exist. So how many of you agree that such senior level position should be in all the companies, irrespective of size? Yeah, 5, 6. Others are not agreeing, right? Okay. Yeah, before we start, let me give a context. Yesterday I heard that Q Day will be happening in soon, and I was mentioning that as per Gartner, it will be in 2029. Q Day means quantum will take over the current encryption standard current encryption itself. Gartner predicted this somewhere early or mid of 2024, and right now we are 2025, and in December there was one chip from Google, Willow. How many of you know that? Because yesterday we discussed so much on quantum, that's why I'm asking. Only 2, 3. Okay, so let me give a small introduction to that chip. So that chip is like 25 septillion years faster, or 1 hour of Willow is equal to 25 septillion years compute capacity of fastest chip available currently with Intel and other NVIDIA, etc. So what that mean? Huge compute power gonna hit the market very soon. And last year there was one university from China. They were using D-Wave quantum computer, and they were able to crack RSA 50-bit, using just 5 qubit quantum computer. And the Google Willow is around 106, 107 qubits chip. And in January, Microsoft came with another chip. It's called Majorana. And that chip, the compute capacity around 5 qubits, but they say that, 8 qubits, and they say that 10,000 of such chip can be combined together and can form 80,000 qubit quantum computer. With just 5 qubits, we were able to crack the RSA. By the way, RSA is used by all the financial institutions in the world, which means that there will be one day, Q Day, and all the encryption will become obsolete. All of the passwords gone. Your bank accounts can be opened. There is no privacy to Facebook or LinkedIn. Anybody could log into your accounts. Just imagine that day, if we are not protecting ourselves with PQCs, post-quantum cryptography. With that, let me start. I have just 2 slides. So one more question. So anybody know what is the size of cybercrime market? Can guess? Sorry? tens of trillion. Closer. Okay, in the interest of time, let me tell. As per EY, 2024 study, based on that, the size of cybercrime market is around 14 trillion. 14 trillion. And 2027, it's gonna reach around 24 trillion. And do you know the size of or the valuation of all the banks put together in the world? Can someone guess? Valuation of all the banks put together in the world. No. Actually, as per, again, study, 2024, it's 24 trillion. You know, another 2 years, the cybercrime market, if it is a regulated market, then the size will be so much. So, and Gen AI is helping both the side. They are helping us to protect the enterprise, and it is helping the hackers to make new way to exploit the organization. You might have all heard there are several types of attack to the organization. One most common is AI-based the phishing attacks. So, insider threat is something we can avoid, right? I mean, we need to control it. So somebody can call an employee and then extract personal information. Last year, there was again few studies. In 2024, number of AI-powered attacks were just 12%. And as of now, it's increased, or the success rate increased to 54%. The half the attempts are successful. That is because earlier we were able to identify the spell check errors and grammatical errors and many things, the graphics, etc. We could identify the emails, or when somebody called, we could identify that's a fake. And last year there was a engineering company, Arup Engineering. CFO got a call, a video call. In that one, CEO were asking him to transfer some money. And it's a video call, interactive call. And he transferred the money. And the company lost $24 million. So similarly, the ransomware attacks, again increasing, and around 1.18 million. That's our average loss. And recently, there was attack on JLR. You may know. August 31st, they shut down all the factories. One in UK, India, Brazil, and one more place. And they were able to start the partial operation last week. So 5 weeks, the factories were down. On an average, 15 million pound, that's a loss to the company. And then government step in and they put 1.5 million pound, and then they were 1.5 billion pound, and they were able to start the operations. And the cumulative or the ripple effect of that is, I heard that around 16 or 17 billion pound is the ripple effect of this hacking attempt. That's approximately 0.06 percentage of UK's GDP. And similarly, there is another brewery in Japan. It was hacked on 30th of September, like 2 weeks back, and they were start the operation only by last week. And by the time, Japan almost ran out of beer. So that's effects of cybersecurity attacks. So what we can do? So we need to protect our organization. We need to adapt technology. We need to have MFAs. We need to have EDRs in the organization. And we need to test our infrastructure frequently so that in case of cyber attack, we could isolate the environment and at least part of the organization can function. So with that, I will stop.